good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm ready to bring you guys on this nice day. For today's video is another Baddies ATL video. This is probably like my last Baddies ATL video. We'll see where season 2 goes. If it's trash, I don't know. I might do it because I like talking about shit, but we gonna see. But today's video, we're here to discuss the reunion. I didn't do a part 2 and I didn't do a part 1 and part 2 video. I'd rather just put everything that they argued into one video. It's like the same thing I did for the conversation when Natalie, Christina, Jada, Sarah, Rocky, Shannon, and yeah, I think that's it. When they was doing that whole OnlyFans thing and they got on Zeus by doing the conversation. So go watch that video, because if I go in order on who said this and this and this, that, like, it's just gonna be too much, because all they're doing is just bickering at each other, saying some random shit. I'm just gonna be saying the main issue that they have with each other. They go say, oh, she ugly, take sneak disses towards, you know, the other person. They go do all of that, but I'm just going to say the real issue. I don't got time for all that. Do y'all? I don't. The main issue and the reason why they're having a reunion is because Sarah decided to drop audio tapes of Natalie talking shit about all the girls. In the recordings, Natalie is like basically just dissing each girl to Sarah, but also in the recordings you don't hear Sarah's voice. All you hear is just Natalie. So I find it very sus on both sides. Honestly, they're both wrong and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Their friendship was doomed from the beginning. Sarah, she's overly possessive. She wants someone to dick ride her, you know, nobody else can have you but me type of friend. I don't like that. That's just sick, because I'm not effing you. Throughout the whole show, Sarah was like, oh no, Natalie, that's not your friend, that's not your friend, don't touch her. Like, what? Why are you so brave to tell someone not to motherfucking fuck with someone? What? Who the fuck is you? Bitch, you don't even know the person that you're saying don't fuck with them. Like, you don't even know that person you saying, Natalie, you can't talk to her. What? So for this reunion, Jason Lee and Tamar Braxton is hosting the show. But they got deep. Like, I feel like they got real personal in some issues, even though their job is to ask the questions. That was Jason that brought up the whole, how do you feel about, you know, Sarah not being here even though she's starting all this stuff online. Natalie was like, you know, yeah, she should have been here. Sidney, she was like, I feel like that's being a coward. That's coward. Like, she should have been here. Why is she doing all this? She's talking all that shit online. Well, she should have been here. And Janelle was like, yeah, she should have been here. Jason asked Christina how do she feel. Christina was like, yeah, I don't like how Sarah fucked up her professionalism. Like, how you're supposed to be a producer on a show and you're exposing audio clips. Nobody's gonna want to fuck with you in Hollywood. Do you know how secret, do you know how secretive Hollywood is? In some parties, they'll tell you to drop your phone off at the door and you cannot have it throughout the whole party. That's how secretive, like, they don't trust people. So she fucked up her career, kind of, because nobody's gonna want to trust you after that. But she also say that Natalie likes to expose everybody's shit, but she don't talk about her shit. And Natalie's like, no. Natalie's in denial. Like, she admitted some things. When Natalie finally got to explain her side on the audio clips, she said that, you know, my feelings get hurt too. These girls talk shit, my feelings get hurt too. So why is me talking shit a problem? She's basically saying that she apologized for some things and tried to explain some things, but most of the time she was being cut off. She was being cut off by, you already know, Sidney and JUDI's drama. Sidney started it when Jason and Tamar went around in the circle and greeted every girl. They stopped at JUDI and then Sidney had a slick remark. That's how it all started. So that basically brings me to the next argument, which is the transphobic comments that JUDI supposedly had towards Sidney. Jason was picking sides. Jason was picking sides in this, and I could see why, feel me, he want to stand up for his community, the LGBT community. But I don't know, I feel like they was downplaying JUDI's feelings, because Sidney likes to throw rocks and hide her hands. She likes to get all, you know, do it for the cameras, but she never do shit. So, you know, they asked JUDI, why do you do these transphobic comments? And she basically, like, she starts crying. She starts crying at one point, and she just feel like Sidney is the one that's attacking her. So she's saying all the mean things that she could possibly say to Sidney. I feel like that's understandable. That's understandable. Feel me? You're attacking me for what? Sidney explained in the show that she attacks females, that, you know, women, because they look good and she want to be them. And instead of uplifting them, she instead insult them. She said that on the show, and y'all can see that how she treats Janelle. Janelle don't say shit to her, but Sidney always got something to say about Janelle. But we talking about JUDI right now. So yeah, JUDI was just like, you know, you're attacking all these black women and you want respect. You want respect. And Sidney's like, well, you're disrespecting me, you know, calling me a man and shit, which I can understand too, feel me? You're going against what you want to be, so I understand why Sidney feels some type too. So they're both wrong on both sides, but you guys really need to stop downplaying everything. Everybody, they live a certain way, and you cannot expect people to think like you. So JUDI was going off on her about that. And of course, Sidney, you know, in the trailer, that big ass bowl of cereal that she decides to throw at JUDI. She brave. JUDI was like, you about to get fucked up. You better not touch me. You better not touch me. Yeah, they didn't fight. Sidney just threw the bowl of cereal, and then she was, you know, of course, mocking her like, bitch, you call me a man, and, you know, insulting her, you know, going back and forth for no reason. Mind you, everybody is on stage and they're quiet. They're quiet, or they're either saying, come on, Sidney, stop, why did you do that? Like, you're doing too much. That's what they was saying. Nobody was on Sidney's side while she was doing this whole show, throwing cereal at JUDI. So when everything calmed down, they asked Natalie, why do you think that was okay? From JUDI's perspective, what makes you think that it was okay to room me with Sidney? Sidney said that they haven't talked in 2 years, and all Natalie had to say was that, you know, I thought y'all was friends. Everybody keep telling me that y'all used to hang out and party and drink all the time. In my opinion, I feel like that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea from the start, because first of all, everybody else got their own room and not them. No. If that was me in that situation, you gotta think about it. If that was you in that situation, how would you feel? You would want your own room too. Come on now. And then you got someone that you're having fake beef with in the same room. The attention seeking, you know, someone that needs attention in the same room. I see why JUDI felt uncomfortable. And they also asked Sidney, why do you fuck with JUDI all the time? Like, what's the issue? So she explained it as that, I guess, JUDI's former assistant or manager, one of them, told Sidney that JUDI said that she would never be on Bad Girls Club. I told one of the producers not to bring her on the show. That's what Sidney said. That's the allegation. And she decides to back that up with a message thread. So in the message, I'm gonna post a screenshot right here. So Sidney asks the guy, can you make a video telling me everything that you told me about what JUDI said? The guy replies saying, I'm sorry, but I cannot do that. I signed the contract and it's whatever. You can write the post and tag me, but I will not comment. That's all he said, and she ran with it. She said, yup, that's proof right there. That's proof right there. Girl, what? What is the proof? Seven was like, what? That doesn't mean anything. Everybody was like, what? Where in the message did it say that, yeah, JUDI said that? He said, I cannot say anything because I signed the contract. I just feel like their beef is fake at the same time. It just don't make sense. And Janelle and Seven, they said that these girls are friends. These girls are friends. They was just hugging in the backstage. And I see why Natalie is confused on why she thought they was friends. You got JUDI saying one thing and you got Sidney saying the next thing. It's confusing. And all the fans confused. The cast is confused. The producer is confused. So the next issue is Christina and Natalie. I kind of touched on it already, but Christina, you know, she was saying how she never wants to say her shit, but she likes to expose everybody else shit. She understands why Natalie has to uphold this, you know, loud and obnoxious personality. Natalie brings up the first issue that they had on the show. So Natalie paid for a makeup artist to do her makeup and also a hairstylist to do her hair, you know, do her glam for the show. And Christina expected it for herself. Then she decides to go in and grab his stuff, to use his stuff without his permission. Like, he said, yeah, I'll do your face, but I didn't give you permission to touch my stuff. And after he did her makeup, I guess Christina was not trying to pay him. Christina was trying to run off on the plug twice. It's like, I'm playing. From Christina's side, she said that she was filming and didn't have time to send him his money. But my thing is, if you just got the service done, you pay them right there. You have 5 minutes to spare to pay the person. What you mean I'll pay you later? No, you're about to pay me right in front of me right now. The fuck? So the whole issue is that Christina took a minute to pay the makeup artist, hairstylist, whatever the fuck he was, and that's why her and Natalie fought. Natalie was like, you just felt entitled to touch his stuff, and Christina was like, yeah, I just didn't like your response to me because it just sounded disrespectful. Like, don't try to play me. And she also was like, yeah, you know what I'm going through with all my homelessness and my drug addiction and shit, and I put that out there. Like, yeah, I have no problem exposing my shit, so why don't you expose your shit? They showed a screenshot of her talking shit about Christina on Instagram. She made a long ass paragraph. She posted a picture and then talked about Christina in the caption. It was a long ass paragraph. I'm gonna post it right here for y'all to read. I don't remember what the fuck it said, but it was about Christina. Her excuse was that someone has to be the bad guy. Someone has to be a bad guy. Someone has to be a bad guy, and she loves saying that. But after they showed that screenshot, they decided to show Christina live video of where she's saying that Natalie is not a good role model to her kid, and she never want to own up and say sorry to what she do. And then she starts saying how Natalie be selling pussy and how her pussy all over the internet, and and how she had a threesome with somebody. Bro, at that point, that's when Natalie got up and walked off stage. She was like, y'all playing. Natalie had nothing to say. She just walked off stage, and that's what she get. You better explain it, because for me, it's sad. So after the live video, Christina was like, oh, hold on, because she caught. So Natalie was like, look at the contradiction. Y'all talking shit and I'm talking shit too. Like, the fuck? Like, we're both talking shit about each other. So it's a contradiction. At this point, they're close near each other. Like, they're standing up and they're in each other's faces. Y'all think they gonna fight. Y'all think y'all gonna see a fight, but honestly, they don't fight. Christina, she see that she got caught up. She see what the fuck she did. So she decided to apologize to Natalie. Like, yeah, you know what, I did say it, and from now on, I'm not gonna bring up your kid, and we're not gonna go that low. So after Christina apologized, Natalie was like, you know what, we gonna leave it right there. We gonna leave it right there. It is what it is. I don't care. I don't care about who's selling pussy. I don't give a fuck about what you do with your pussy. I don't care. Natalie was in denial like shit. She knows she be doing dirt, and she was exposed. So then Meghan finally come on the stage, and I don't understand why Meghan there. Why the fuck is Meghan on a reunion? She showed up on the show for 15 motherfucking minutes. Why the fuck is she at the reunion? So when she come out, Jason's like, how do you feel about Sidney and JUDI like fighting, even though like you guys are like all friends and shit? How do you feel about it? And Meghan's like, I don't care. I don't care about their beef, and I don't care about nobody here. So Jason asks her, who do you think is fake on the stage right now? And she was like, you know, I just feel like all the girls is not expressing how they feel right now on stage, so I just feel like it's fake. Everybody talks shit, so it's not really, I don't care. You're not gonna get a reaction out of me for talking shit. Everybody talk shit. I talk shit about the next bitch. What? What you think talking shit is not about to get you think someone's not gonna talk shit about you even though you talk shit? Everybody talk shit. So I just feel like that's why all the girls didn't really bring up their issue, because it's really not that serious. Tamar Braxton, instead of Meghan getting in an argument with Natalie or Tanisha, or honestly she didn't even talk to Tanisha, but Meghan is arguing with the host. It was Tamar Braxton's fault. Meghan was like, I just feel like everybody should be real. She said that exactly. Tamar took it too freaking hard. Tamar started going in a whole rant talking about, you know, us black women shouldn't be fighting. We should be sitting down and having a conversation and shit, and letting bygones be bygones. Like, we don't always got to agree. We can agree and disagree. Like, she was doing too much, and Meghan was like, yeah, you're right, but that's not what I said. That's not what I said. And that's not what Meghan was saying. Meghan was just saying, be real what you saying, like, which is speak up. Like, how do you feel? Like, speak up. I haven't seen nobody speak up. This reunion is boring. Nobody's talking. Except, you know, Sidney and JUDI. They're taking over the whole show. So I understand Meghan's side, and I understand where Tamar is coming from. Lesson learned. Okay, all black women don't gotta fight. We already knew that. We already knew that. And she took that time to explain that. Tamar Braxton, she was annoying as fuck, but she also went off on Sidney a couple times because Sidney was doing too much. Sidney also was fucking with Janelle during the reunion. Sidney decided to bring out a piece of paper of some puppet ugly looking thing, and she was calling it Janelle, saying, oh, look at old Janelle before all the surgery and all the shit. Mind you, at this point, Janelle hasn't said anything to her at all. At all. She was probably reacting to what Sidney was doing on the stage, you know, doing that whole show. She was probably like, you know, she doing too much. She was doing too much. But she never, you know, really came for Sidney during the whole reunion. And Sidney decided to pull out a paper and mock her, disrespecting and shit. Seven was like, hold up, you're not about to do that to my friend. You're not about to do that to my friend. She got up and tried to grab the paper from Sidney. She was about to swing on Sidney at one point too, like, girl. Janelle also had a few words for Christina, talking about, I don't know what the main issue that we have, because, you know, before the reunion, they started arguing online, going on live, talking shit about each other and shit. Just bickering. Honestly, the issue was not serious. They was just talking shit about each other, and they was talking shit about how they was talking shit. It don't fucking matter. So, understand why Janelle took this approach. She was like, whatever you feel like I did to you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I'm too old for this shit, and we can just let it be. Christina, though, she was like, you know, honestly, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna be. Maybe you're gonna go on live and talk shit about me, so I'm just gonna leave it as that. She don't know what to expect, so she's not going to say okay, like, because if she say okay and the same thing happen again, we're gonna be in the same cycle, arguing again. So it is what it is. So this is probably like the last issue that they had during the reunion, and it's with Tanisha. Tanisha decided to talk about the email tracking that she did. The reason why her and Natalie was beefing is because Tanisha got emails from random accounts talking about issues that nobody knew but her, supposedly. And she said, I'm not gonna lie to you, one email said that it came from the Bay Area, and the other email came from Virginia. So I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna put that out in the air. And Tanisha said that she felt like Natalie did it because of the OnlyFans project. When they was trying to do the OnlyFans project, I guess they had a beef. They was arguing, and someone was making fake pages, commenting under Tanisha's Instagram posts, and come to find out it was Natalie. So she felt like Natalie was behind the emails too. Tanisha was just like, she's my sister, we gonna fight and make up, so it is what it is. So the last little beef that ended the reunion is with Natalie and JUDI. I guess Natalie passed Meghan her hookah pen, and JUDI asked and Natalie said no. So JUDI felt some type when she passed it to Meghan. She was like, Natalie, you hate me. You hate me. And then she brings up the fact that Natalie was not caring about her parents dying. In one scene, Natalie and Tanisha was talking about JUDI sharing a room with Sidney, and Tanisha brought up the fact that, you know, her parents died, and Natalie was like, you know, who cares, like, that's not important. So I guess Natalie didn't remember what she said because she got real rowdy at JUDI. She stood up, got in her face like, you know I care, you know I cared. She was like, I sent you flowers, and me and my daughter, we did this for you when your parents died, and I bailed you out of jail and shit. I did all of this. What you mean I don't care about you and your parents? And she was basically defending herself, like, their relationship is weird. Natalie explained it as, like, you know, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm the EP. I have to run all these girls. And JUDI is just a lot. JUDI, you're a lot. And I don't know what JUDI think Natalie's going to do. Hold her hand throughout the whole show. No, that's not going to happen. And that was Natalie's side on JUDI saying, you know, I don't think you really care about me, and you set me up to have beef with Sidney and shit. And she said that. And I can keep going on and on. They all bickering and saying some unnecessary shit. Just get right to the issue. Just get right to the issue. So I did the best I can to sum up the main issues that happened at the reunion. So this is my last Bad Girls related video for now. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Go watch my other videos. Go rewatch my other Bad Girls Club videos. Feel me? Run it up, run it up, run it up. And I'll just see you guys in the next one, okay?